오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일.
Where in the world's the camera? Gertrude from Tech? Oh wait, it's right there. Good morning, Earthlings. This is VK Look at your favorite singer-songwriter, voice actor, con artist. Okay, who wrote that? You're fired! And I'm the Chronicle News CEO reporting to you on the Chronicle News channel from Sudan, where the war has been escalating. Don't worry, we're still a safe spot here, so I won't be attacked, hopefully. But I do have some big numbers to share with you. As of today, 4,000 people have been injured and 530 people have died. Looking outside, there isn't much hope left here, and the UN confirms that by saying that they predict the situation to only escalate from here on out, and that it's in the best interest of neighboring countries like Egypt and Ethiopia to try to solve the conflict before floods of refugees flock to them as well. Considering the limited power Sudan's neighbors have, I doubt much will be able to be accomplished, but that's all I have on this as of right now, with more breaking news on the website and bottom text during these next 10 minutes. Right here. Sudan's atmosphere hasn't been the only one heating up, though. In the US 2023 elections, the presidential candidates are really going head-to-head. In the debates last week, however, Shruti Kaza and her campaign had an incredible advantage over Nathan Carr. Though their poll results right now lie at 50-50, Kaza and her team members each confidently answered attacks to their own issues without the need for help from their teammates, even though the other team members did help, displaying the more confident and effective setup of her team, where they show that they would attack any issue they encounter independently and confidently, as more members ended up answering their own individual questions, though they do still function together as a team, leaving more issues solved quickly and nicely. Carr's team, on the other hand, were less open to many questions and were a little less flexible in these qualities, thereby leaving more doubts and problems hanging and unanswered. Therefore, Chronicle News declares Shruti Kaza and her team the winners and would like to support her. And that sounds like my cue to leave. Passing the mic to the studio's host, Julia and Anope.
Having trouble singing or learning an instrument? You should join the Vegan Makership Music Academy, where with our 15,000 plus courses, you can learn how to go from sounding like those guys to sounding like this.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart will go.
Want to hear more? Do you want to shine like this? Join the Vegan Makership Academy today. To consult or help with something you're performing at this minute while sounding like the first clip, please call 911. For the sake of others' ears, please choose the ambulance. This ad is directed towards the audience members of the Chronicle Press.
Hello from the other side. We're back from the ad break with Julia and Anopa, our co-hosts.
The presidential debate was not the only exciting thing happening this week.
That's right, the governor candidates were added as well.
Let's get right into it. Manuela French, the Democratic candidate running for governor of Minnesota, started with the shocking fact that 572 people died due to gun violence in Minnesota just last year. At the start of the debates, French's team had a lot going for them. They had great statistics to back up their claims and were very good at responding to difficult questions.
But later in the debate, their team started to slow. They stopped backing up their claims with facts and were not very convincing. This is why we think Evan Jeong, the Republican candidate for governor, won this debate. Throughout the entire time Jeong's group was up getting questioned, they were very confident in their planks and the fact that they had to back them up.
When faced with a challenge against one of their claims, Jeong's team did not panic.
Even though we here at Chronicle News thought Jeong won this debate, we support French. Her planks and criteria in holding up her platform are better than Jeong's.
Jeong tried to be as moderate as possible in his views, which is not letting the Republican believers get their opinions heard. We believe that it was his duty to support all of his party, and he did not do that.
Hello, I'm the personified new ChatGPT. Would you like to cheat on your upcoming exams and essays? Whether they be college board calculus, BC second grade math, an ordinary trivia question, or an essay due in 5 minutes, ChatGPT's got your back. With our new features, we have become more teacher and user-friendly, as well as better at typing average quality essays. Though you may not get into a well-esteemed college, or any college for that matter, using our essays, they're still great enough to hang on your fridge. So come over to use your 14-day free trial and get 99% off of the original price using the code DUMBFAKE.
Hello from the other side. We're back from the ad break with Julia and Anopa, our co-hosts.
Moving on, let's discuss this year's special interest groups, starting with healthcare. Privatized versus single-payer, universal, Howard G. versus Kushali Bangaru.
In this year's debate, we believe universal healthcare took its issue to new grounds. Howard G., with confidence in his cause, argued that single-payer healthcare system is affordable for lower to middle-income communities.
Agreed. Howard G. also made remarkable counterpoints, opposing private healthcare. He says corporate health facilities favor the rich while cutting off a fourth of the population. This causes lower-income society to struggle to afford such needed care.
Likewise, Kushali Bangaru believes that with private healthcare comes quality care, less waiting time, and better doctors. Private insurance companies provide funding for their patients and medical care beyond checkups. But 25% of the American population would not be able to afford this, and when asked that and how she would combat it, she had no answer.
Yet in the end, Howard G. was able to convince us with a strong belief that government-funded healthcare is the way to go, ensuring that no matter how expensive or dire your medical needs are, you will get affordable care. This is why we support Howard G. and believe he won this debate. When it came to countering points and preparation, we believe Cole Anderson was on fire. He was full of knowledge and very much convinced that immigration needed to be cut down.
We believe that Cole Anderson won this debate. He shared surprising statistics representing valid points, such as the impact illegal immigrants have on the U.S. economy.
Over the past few years, there were 2.68 million immigrants crossing the border illegally. I don't know about you, but I believe that with this amount of people in our country, where do all the jobs go for us?
However, Claude Foss believes that these types of jobs are not what Americans want because they carry little value. Foss argues that the immigration system has been abusing immigrants. Programs such as ICE tear families apart and deny them a right to the American dream. This is why I believe Anderson won the debate, but we support Claude Foss for this election.
I'm being detained. I thought this was a tea party. What am I in trouble for? Oh, for being where I shouldn't be. Wait, what? Those are bomb alarms? I thought it was elevator music. Oh, and I'm on camera. Thanks for telling me now. Oh, hi. Anyway, speaking about abolishing and defunding programs, Pranav Gangireddy and Talal Salim had an incredible twist in their debate. It started with the solution that Salim would only slowly defund the police, giving the money to new departments that solve the root causes of crime instead, like youth crime prevention programs, allowing people to live happier lives with less of a need to resort to crime. That all sounds bright and merry, like it'll solve crime, right? I mean, why should we fund the police? Racial discrimination and brutality statistics point otherwise. Many of these points were overridden and clarified by a press member, however. From this back-and-forth interaction, it became clear that Salim's solution would end up creating larger problems because the police are part of the first responders to a problem. In the immediate aftermath of crime, the police investigate the crime and its scene and bring critical early evidence to light, making the culprits easier to find, and they respond in extreme violent situations. Against the brutality and racial discrimination argument, the member stated, "For a few bad apples in the field, should we attempt to get rid of the whole field?" Additionally, he also said that since the police had so many different roles that they played, Salim would have to create many departments, each requiring more funding to function separately, thereby only increasing costs for the budget. Recalling how the Articles of Confederation had treated the national legislature, practically making it helpless and useless due to the lack of funding, Salim's solution proposes such a move with funding on the police. With an inability to put any legitimate responses to many of these doubts, if not all, Salim's plan has been debunked, and this debate brought to light that Gangireddy's cause and plan has a better reasoning and outcome. Therefore, Chronicle News supports Gangireddy and declares him the winner of the debate. Moving back to the studio.
The last special interest group you will see on your ballot will be focused on how America will combat terrorism abroad. In this debate, we here believe that Sidhant Dixit won the debate.
We saw that he was very prepared for a wide variety of questions.
I agree. He used Iraq and Afghanistan a lot as examples which related to many of the audience watching the debate live. We also believe Dixit was confident and he rarely stuttered.
Shankara did not have very many statistics lining up with her points. When it came to protecting American lives, Dixit had a direct way to save them, while Shankara only had an indirect way that was, to some extent, be flawed.
This is why we believe that Dixit won the debate and also why we support him in this election.
Hey, it's Likith Varanasi Kishore here. I'd like to give you the good news that the Global Press, Publishing Powerhouse, and the Election Edition have now undergone a merger, forming the new news company, the Chronicle News. With new perspectives and approaches to the media from the people in this merger, this company has become more diverse than any other. If you like any of these newspapers and you would like to keep enjoying them, look for newspapers under the Chronicle Press. To get more high-quality and professional news in the most engaging way possible, please subscribe to the Chronicle News, where there's more info on this election. With that, this has been your episode of Chronicle News Broadcast, and we are your co-hosts, Anopa, Julia, and Likit, signing off.
Go easy on Chronicle News. It is still a child company. Didn't get the chance to dominate the media industry. We had limited time to choose what we chose to do.